Hey everybody, it's Chris Brown, your real estate professional and marketing entrepreneur. So, wanted to talk to you guys about critical dates on your contract. So, I wanted to talk to you about it because it's so important. And one of the things that I just recently ran into was a situation with the critical date of the escrow deposit. So, once you sign a contract, typically there's an amount that you have to put down to secure the contract. With that being said, a lot of contracts allow 3 days for you to provide those monies to a title company or whoever the escrow agent will be for that transaction. So in my recent situation, I am going through the process of this home and having it basically placed under contract. It has an escrow amount that is due, and I've been in contact with the other side, the buyer side, because I'm actually representing a seller. And when I asked when the funds would be deposited, I was getting no response. I actually asked probably about 4 different times, still no response. So with that being said, a couple of days went by, and actually they had 3 days to get this in. So on literally probably about an hour before it was due, it was received. So, and what I mean by it was due is because if the title company closes, that means you can't deposit that amount of money. So they literally took until the last hour to get the monies in. But it's important because you have to know your dates, the critical dates. If these dates are not met throughout the purchase process, then you know something may be going on with the contract or the financing of the contract. Excuse me. But so with that being said, the emergency money on this particular situation, the monies were received, but it did take until like the last hour. So it was a little bit stressful, but it was great to be able to deliver the news to the sellers that I represent. They seem pretty excited. They're probably holding back a little bit with their excitement. I know they're excited, but they're probably thinking we probably should have listed our property a bit higher. And the reason I say that is because we actually got this property under contract in like 10 days. So, which is a pretty quick amount of time. But the market is pretty hot, and we got a number of eyes on it. A lot of the people that are surrounding the property didn't realize the market. So this is kind of unique because a lot of people didn't realize the market and how hot it actually is. So when I listed it at the amount that I did, they were like, "Oh no, it's probably going to sit there for a while." They were like, "I'll be shocked if it goes pretty fast." So with that being said, the property did go 10 days. It's pretty quick. So you got to imagine during those 10 days, it was pretty active. Lots going on. We were doing different things to help advertise the property and get it up and going. So with that being said, it went under contract pretty quickly. We actually had multiple offers, but going through this process, it's important that I keep in contact with the other people who presented offers that were not accepted. There's different reasons why it wasn't accepted. Sellers decided a particular contract, and we just need them to perform. So with them performing, those critical dates are so important that we make sure that they do so. So critical dates, creating a critical date timeline. I would say escrow amount, escrow deposit being due would be an important date. The inspection period, also the loan commitment date would also be important, and then ultimately the closing date. So that is another important day. So creating a critical date timeline is so genuine, but it allows you to keep in keep on top of the transaction. So I just wanted to keep you guys up to date on that. Still going forward with this particular transaction, but just keeping in mind, just for any transaction, having that calendar set up is going to go a long way for you to monitor the progress, and allows you to let you know how things are coming along with that transaction. But I won't bore you with a whole bunch of other stuff, but this is Chris Brown, your real estate professional and marketing entrepreneur. Have a good one.